Hey guys, so on this windy day I have for you a quick tour of our rental while we're here in Florida, and it is a 2013 Nissan Maxima 3.5S, and this has the black exterior with a black cloth interior as it is a base model. Even though it is a base model, it does have some nice chrome accents here on the doors and chrome door handles. In addition, this is riding on two 45 R18s, and it's interesting because 3 of the tires are Goodyears, and then 1 is of a different brand, which doesn't make any sense, but this is a rental. It also has dual exhaust, which is pretty nice. And I really like the styling of the car in this class. I just think the visibility out of it's very good and gives a good statement, especially from the front, which I'll show you guys. Where I think the Impala, which I conveniently have next to me, which is in the same class, just looks a little bloated. It's definitely more of a modern vehicle than the Maxima is because it was just introduced this year, whereas the Maxima's been out since 2009. But I definitely think that the Maxima has the edge on styling. And this vehicle has a smart key system, so you just have Nissan's intelligent key right here, have it on you, just have the key in your pocket and hit this button right here, and it, oh, that locked the vehicle. Now it unlocks it. And we get on inside. And like I said, it's a base model, but I mean, it's relatively well appointed. It has these nice black cloth black cloth seats with some red stitching, and it has leather for the armrests on the doors. So that's pretty nice. I wish our specific car had leather, but you know, not the end of the world. And since this is a push button start vehicle, just put your foot on the brake, hit the start button, and it starts right up. And there goes the gauge sweep. So, the sound that you just heard is Nissan's very venerable 3.5 liter V6. And then in the Maxima, this produces 290 horsepower and 261 pound-feet of torque, which is more than enough to motivate this big car around. It's like 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds flat, which is very, very good for the full-size class. However, one of the more controversial parts of this car's mechanical makeup is of the CVT, or the continuously variable transmission, which most enthusiasts just absolutely dread because of its droning that it does at high RPM. However, this does come with a manual mode, in addition to a sport mode, and then the upper level trim Maximas you can get paddle shifters up here. However, since this is just a base model S, it does not have it. But even though that it's a base model, it still has your audio controls here. Also has Bluetooth pairing for your phone, in addition to your cruise control. The steering wheel is also leather wrapped and does have side bolstering extensions, and is very nice. Feels very nice in your hand. Then you have your basic wiper controls, and then those are the lights. These are the wipers. Then down here you have your mirror and your trunk release. And it only has automatic up and down windows for the driver and passenger, which I think is a little weird. But I think that's something Nissan can rectify in the next gen. And material quality in here, it's just okay. It's not something I would say that makes it a standout, whereas the Taurus that we rented a couple weeks ago, or more like a week ago, had a very, very nice interior. So I think Nissan can improve a little bit, but again, I haven't specifically sat in one of the higher trim models, and that may be different. And up here you just have your basic heat and air conditioning controls. This knob controls fan speed, and then you have automatic and dual zones. In regards to storage, it's pretty good. You lift up this little thing here, and then you have a power outlet down there. This S model doesn't have a USB port, but I would imagine and hope that the upper level SV models do, as that is expected in a car of this class. And then down here you even have more storage, as you can see, in another power outlet. And then you have more cup holders. Glove box is pretty decent sized. As you can see, all that's in it right now, obviously, is just the owner's manual and the quick reference manual. But it's decent sized, not really lined with felt, but you can fit a lot of stuff in there, and that's all that matters. And you also have, you can control the trunk release here as well. I'm not sure if that's for valet, so they can't get into the trunk or what have you, but I think it's a nice feature to have. Now, I'll show you guys the back seat. Back seat of this car is pretty nice. It's decent sized, not huge, because it's really not a big car. It's like a stretched mid-sized sedan. And the leather armrests continue back here with the red stitching. And then you have pull-down armrest here with a cup holder inside. It is a little bit dirty though, so I don't plan on using it. But back seat's perfectly good. I'm sure this car would be great for a road trip for 4 people. Having 5 might be a little tough. I sat in the middle seat and my head touched the ceiling, and I'm about 5'8", 5'9", so anyone that's taller than that would probably have an issue. Now I'll show you guys the trunk. Now, the trunk in this car is actually kind of disappointing. It's not very deep, however, it does have a folding seat back. But the wheel wells are they really intrude, and there wasn't a lot of room. We were only able to put 2 suitcases back here and not the third, which was kind of disappointing. But overall, I really like this car. I would definitely consider getting, a SV or SV Sport model, possibly to replace my car, as this is Nissan's 4-door sports car. And I'm glad I picked this for our rental, to be honest with you. Just, to see what it was like. We don't usually have cars like this. We usually have Chrysler 200s or Chevy Malibus. But this was a nice upgrade. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tour. Feel free to post any questions you may have on the car or your thoughts. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.